Hi guys, I hope that you're really well. Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez tous très bien. I've just been for a walk, alors je viens de me promener. It's lovely and warm in the house, alors ici j'ai chaud. Outside it's cold, alors dehors il fait froid. So I will take the beanie off in a second. Alors je vais enlever le bonnet dans un instant. It was an impromptu walk. C'était à l'improviste. My friend Jill rang me. Alors mon ami Gilles, elle m'a passé un coup de fil. You know when all the people, without being mean, you know when all the people video call you, often you know it's a mistake. Tu sais que quand des gens plus âgés t'appellent, enfin effectivement en conférence, tu sais très bien que voilà, qu'ils se trompent. And I was like, does she know she's calling me? Is she going to be in the bathroom? Should I accept this call? Est-ce qu'elle sait qu'elle m'appelle? Est-ce qu'elle est dans la salle de bain? Est-ce que je devrais accepter cet appel? Yes, so I said I can be ready in 2 minutes. Donc j'ai dit oui, alors je peux me préparer. You could say, so let's just make this clear at the risk of being boring, en 2 minutes or dans 2 minutes. En 2 minutes would mean it would take me 2 minutes to do it, and dans 2 minutes means in 2 minutes from now, both of which are correct in French. So, today our practice is being offered up to the Philips. Yep, so when I used to do a load of yoga, I used to think this was so lovely. We would often start our practice and say, today our practice is being offered up to whoever you're thinking of, somebody who needs that energy or you want to celebrate today. Donc effectivement, quand je faisais un tas de yoga, c'était commun d'offrir nos pratiques ou notre pratique, you can say single or plural for yoga practice in French, à quelqu'un, voilà, en particulier. So, and I think that's really lovely. Moi, je pense que c'est bien beau. So, today is the 30th. Aujourd'hui, c'est le 30. I don't think it's St. Philip's Day. Je pense pas que ce soit negative. Je ne pense pas que ce soit le jour de Saint Philippe. When is St. Philip's Day? When is May the 3rd, le 3 mai. Wouldn't it be amazing if it were May the 4th? What an amazing, amazing, amazing thing. May the 4th be with you. Huh. Star Wars, Guerre des Étoiles. Yes, so 2 really important people called Philip have a birthday today, same birthday. So there is my father, il y a mon père, who's called Phil, qui s'appelle Phil, and there is a very treasured and special person in my life called Phil, and he also has a birthday today. Alors lui aussi, il a un anniversaire aujourd'hui. So today's video is offered up to the Phils. Aujourd'hui, la vidéo d'aujourd'hui est offerte, feminine video, au Phil. So, we've got a couple of things to do today. Firstly, I need to apologise for something. Secondly, I need to talk about the word year and why it's a bit problematic. And thirdly, I need to explain a little bit of an update with our group classes. Alors, j'ai 3 choses à faire aujourd'hui. Tout d'abord, je dois m'excuser. Ensuite, je dois expliquer la différence entre le mot an et année. Et troisième chose, c'est que je dois effectivement vous mettre à jour avec ce qui se passe avec les cours en groupe, quoi, les groupes. So, first things first, I need to apologize. Alors, tout d'abord, je dois m'excuser. While I'm thinking about offering up this practice to people thing, there was another thing that we used to do, which I think is really, really useful, and I think it would be great for you guys. Alors, lorsque j'y pense, lorsque je pense à, voilà, cette pratique de penser à quelqu'un, another thing we used to do, which I've always done in horse riding and ballet and other things I've done, c'est ce que j'ai toujours fait avec l'équitation, la danse classique, des choses que j'ai faites, is I know you're trying to do a load of things at the same time. Alors je sais que vous essayez tous de faire beaucoup de choses en même temps, but it's quite a nice idea if you sort of think, right, today, in whatever else I'm doing, in my French class, in my French learning, in my dance, in my horse riding, in my karate, in my whatever it is that you guys do, quoi que ce soit, is to think, yeah, I'm trying to do loads of things, but the thing I'm working on today is. Oui, j'essaie de faire beaucoup de choses, mais la chose que je vais faire travailler aujourd'hui, c'est. So, like, when I was doing ballet, for example, I'd be like, I mean, now my mission is to actually just have some form of contact with the nerves in my legs. Thank you, Ciprofloxacin. De nos jours, ma mission, c'est d'avoir le moindre contact avec les nerfs, quoi. But when I had a body that worked, quand j'avais un corps qui fonctionnait, it was like, right, whatever else is going on today, I will work on a nice closed fifth. Whatever else I'm doing, that position is important. Tout ce que je fais, cette position est bien important. Or I'm going to work on nice, arms or something. Alors je vais penser à mes bras. Horse riding, whatever else is going on today, the jumping, the galloping, I'm going to work on nice soft hands with a contact with the horse's bit. Alors effectivement, je vais maintenir les mains bien détendues, un bon contact avec le mort, the horse's bit, le mort, because they bite it. And I think that's really great for your French. So it's like whatever else you're trying to do, whatever else you're trying to, work on, I think today I'm going to work on the accent. Aujourd'hui, je vais travailler mon accent. I'm going to work on my mouth position. Je vais effectivement me concentrer sur la position, me focaliser sur la position de ma bouche. I'm going to focus on being correct with my tenses. Alors je vais penser à mes temps. I'm going to be interested in gender today. Whatever work I do, written exercises or speaking or watching Luke's videos, que ce soit tu as une épreuve écrite ou regarder des vidéos de Luke ou work on that. And I think that's a really, really good thing so that you're not like overwhelmed with all the things you're trying to improve. Alors je pense que ça c'est vraiment... Ouais, c'est bien quoi, tu vois, pour éviter de... Pour qu'on ne veut pas être... pour ne pas être inondé. Flooded, I think that's a really good thing. So pick one thing you really, really want to work on and make that your focus for the lesson, whatever you're doing. Good. So, first things first, I need to apologize. Tout d'abord, je dois m'excuser. If your name is, I'm going to read out the names that I owe a massive apology to, and then I will tell you why. Alors, je vais lire des prénoms, des noms, effectivement, des gens. En fait, je dois m'excuser. Je leur dois mes excuses. So we have Stacey Stump, Lydia Lyons, Lord Aaron Scott, Desi Dobson. Some nice alliterative names. Stacey Stump, Desi Dobson. When I used to dance, a very old friend of mine, alors quand je dansais, une bonne amie, who you may know, Debbie Reynolds. Ça se peut que vous la connaissiez. Yeah, you might know her from Singing in the Rain. Ça se peut que vous la connaissiez de Chantons sous la pluie. She was like, when I started to do stuff, quand j'ai commencé à faire des choses, she was like, Luke Rich isn't a good stage name. Yeah, and she wanted it to be a name that, yeah, was a bit different. Elle voulait que ce soit un prénom qui est un peu différent. And it worked, like, those names. Alors ça fonctionnait comme ces noms-là. But I shan't tell you because I've got a load of hidden stuff online from jobs I used to do with a different name. Mais j'ai beaucoup de choses en ligne, avec un prénom différent. So Julie McNally Eggleton, Jerry Fraser, I apologise, Saron Gebre, lovely name, or Gebre, Sheila Purvey, Nicole Lamond, or Nicole Lamont, Jack Taylor, Rita Tato, Susan Murphy, Mara Masri, a lot of alliteration, Boudica Priantha, Eamon Zamri, Lick Doom, Peter Quelque chose, I guess that's not the real name, Anja Barneson, Jonathan Tucker, Lap Voltaire, Sergio A, Anthony Bornier, Eric Kidd, Terry Fulton, Marta Blute, Tom Rains, Tom I have spoken to actually, Louisa Bremner, Naga Gerda Goday, primary PPA cover. Oh, that was a teaching agency that wanted me. Don't do agencies, they can go away. Mark Diev, Mabachi Michael, Sintra Olivier Ducordier, Ubdallah Kashri, Sarah Mahoney, Karen Killy, all these alliterative names. Casanova Laguerre, wow, best name, that's the winner. Saeed Taimur Shah, second place. Sky Saiful, all these alliterative names, oh my god. Trisha, no, absolutely not at all. She I spoke to, she turned out to be a pain in the arse. Sonia Weeks, Dost Mohammed Damrar, good name. Amy Benison, David Bateman, Lee Voltaire, Paras Mani Oli, Alicia Brayley, Arabic script, I do apologise, Kidus Bilay, Janice Coty, James Wilson, Halix, Claire Johnson, Claire, I know, she's in the Monday group. Karam Khan, another alliterative name. So basically, they are the people who have tried to contact me since 2018. Ce sont des gens qui ont essayé de me contacter depuis 2018. And like it went into, so I don't really use social media for work. Alors j'utilise pas trop des réseaux sociaux pour mon travail. I've got a Facebook for Logic Language Learning. I've got an Instagram. Alors j'ai un compte sur Facebook, j'ai un compte sur Insta. But I barely upload anything. I really don't. I should, because it's where all the kids hang out. C'est là où il y a des gosses. Should be doing TikTok in the new year. Really should. Je devrais le faire. And I'm signed in permanently. Alors en permanence, je suis inscrit with the two accounts on my phone and laptop. Alors effectivement, je suis inscrit avec les deux comptes sur mon portable. Actually, portable can be laptop as well as mobile phone. Mon téléphone portable ou mon ordi portable. But they are not in the account because you can't have a business account on Facebook that easily. Alors c'est impossible d'avoir un compte professionnel sur Facebook aussi facilement que ça. So I had a separate Luke account. Alors j'avais un compte séparé and a page for Logic Language Learning, une page pour Logic Language Learning. So I thought all the messages with the Luke work account. Alors moi je pensais que tous les messages avec le compte pro that I would receive them. Que j'étais censé les recevoir. This was not the case. I discovered, unfortunately, yesterday, alors j'ai découvert, no, 2 days ago, j'ai découvert il y a 2 jours that everybody who tried to contact me on Facebook, tout le monde qui a essayé de me contacter sur Facebook through the Logic Language Learning page, rather than through me personally, that I just didn't see that. It was in a separate folder. Yeah, okay? Que c'était classé différemment. And I just found all of those people saying, hey Luke, we'd really like your podcasts. Alors j'ai découvert que tous ces gens voulaient mes podcasts, or they wanted to work with me, ou ils voulaient travailler avec moi. So if you are one of those people, and I have messaged everybody back, alors si vous faites partie de ce groupe, je vous ai quand même renvoyé un message, I'm really, really sorry. Alors moi je m'excuse. Please don't think I'm being ignorant. Also, I have also noticed that for some reason, podcast requests in my normal email often seem to go into, I just don't know where they seem to go. Alors je sais pas où ils vont. So if you have asked for podcasts and you haven't had a response, then please do message me. I don't want to put my WhatsApp number out all the time because I just get inundated. Alors je ne veux pas quand même mettre mon numéro WhatsApp tout le temps parce que je suis inondé. But you can kind of find it. It is under most of the grammar videos. Alors vous pouvez le trouver, il est bien. Normalement, c'est sous, en dessous de toutes les vidéos. Lovely, like the group classes. So if you don't get a response in 2 days, just send me a WhatsApp, okay? So I apologize. I'm really, really sorry. And if you contact me, there will be a discount. Alors effectivement, je suis quand même prête à vous offrir une réduction pour tout le monde que, voilà, que je viens de citer. Good. Next thing. What was the next thing? So firstly was the apologies. Right, let's talk about the year, the difference between year and year. So this should be a separate video, but I'm cooking roast potatoes. In fact, I'm just going to check on my roast potatoes and I shall be right back. When I'm back, we will talk about all the differences between en and année, and then we need to talk about the group classes. I shall be right back. Oh, and remind me, I need to tell you about the rows. Oh. Ah. I can make really good potatoes. Alors moi, je sais préparer des bonnes patates. Right, I'm gonna have really bad hair. Oh, good grief. Good grief. I had my shower and then I wore the hat. Alors j'ai pris ma douche et ensuite j'ai mis le bonnet. So, en versus année, okay? So, this is a word that everybody gets wrong all the time. Alors c'est un mot que tout le monde confond tout le temps. Let's just be really quick. Année is when you are talking about the period of 12 months from January to December. So if you were sort of saying this year specifically, cette année, next year, l'année prochaine, l'année dernière, you can use l'an dernier, l'an prochain, but let's not talk about that. You're generally going to use année. En, the masculine, so année is feminine, en is masculine. You're generally talking about the unit of a year. So expressions of age, so for example, j'ai 30 ans, j'ai 25 ans, j'ai 42 ans, j'ai 43 ans, you're going to use en. Twice a year, deux fois par an, you're going to use the masculine en. Whereas, like, throughout the year, pendant l'année, feminine, Happy New Year, bonne année, but the new year, referring to it as a unit, le nouvel an. So I know that's really, really confusing. So Happy New Year is bonne année, feminine. The new year, yeah, le nouvel an, masculine. Yeah. So every 5 years, tous les 5 ans, you know, that will be the masculine because you're talking about the unit. So if you're thinking about January to December and the period within that, that would be année. But if you're thinking about it as a kind of unit, it would be like 3 ans, 4 ans, 5 ans, it will be the masculine en. All right, finally, just finish my potato. Ooh. God damn, Luke, you can cook. So, lots of people have contacted me about the new classes. Alors, beaucoup de personnes m'ont contacté pour effectivement, pour de nouveaux cours. I might be doing something. So, if you are somebody who you've been exposed to French, alors si tu es quelqu'un qui a été exposé au français, à la langue française, but your tenses and your grammar are a little bit, so great vocabulary, but you kind of struggle with little nuggets of grammar and the tenses, then what I might be doing is sticking those people in the from the beginning group just for a matter of about 6 to 7 weeks to make sure all the tenses are super strong and you're using my methods, and then popping them in another group. And you're welcome to do the two at the same time. Popping them in another group, a higher up group, to be practicing. Because what I've realized is there's lots of people who've contacted me who are like, who've got great vocabulary. I spoke to Aaron yesterday. He's a good example. Great vocabulary. You know, I've watched the videos for years, but they're just not on top of the tenses and the structures and all of the grammar. But they generally understand French pretty well and they can speak. So it's not appropriate to be like beginners, intermediate, advanced. They are fairly intermediate to advanced in their listening, but they're just not on top of the verbs. So in other words, don't feel silly if you're contacting me to say, Lukey, can I do the verb refresher group? And also what that would then mean is you'd only have to be quite disciplined in terms of turning up. Alors effectivement, il faudrait être discipliné en termes de t'y rendre, just for kind of like January and February. Alors juste pour le janvier et le février, and then you can just be kind of like as and when you come to, you know, sort of other groups. So if that sort of is you, do please drop me an email. Yep, logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com. Good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I said I was going to do about 20 minutes. I'm going to go and plant my rose. This was a rose. It just really reminds me. It's like this lovely pinky colour. It just really reminds me of somebody very somebody very special. The palms of their hands are just this really lovely sort of colour that I just really, really like. Yeah. Yeah, weirdly, and this rose when it's in flower reminds me of this. So it's been in London. It's kind of not happy being inside now. It needs to go outside. So I'm going to go and plant that. And then I've also got some bulbs that I treated myself. Alors je me suis fait plaisir. So I need to go and pop those in the garden, ready for spring. So I think this is probably going to be, will it be the last video, or will I do one for New Year's Eve? Ça se peut que j'en fasse pour le 31. We will see, we will see. Otherwise, I will see you guys in a year. So sending all the love to the Phillips. And apologies if I missed you. logiclanguagelearning@gmail.com. There will be a discount if I missed you for the podcast. Massive discount. There will be, you know, people that I miss, and I do apologise. That's really sad. There's a load of people who are like, I need your help, I've got my exams. And I'm like, that was 4 years ago, sorry. All right, all my love, all my love, all my love. Thank you for your support this year. We've achieved a lot, haven't we? It's been really, really good. Thank you very, very much. Take care, guys.